Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Mercedes, also known as That Mom here on the internet, and today we are back with our October bullet journal. I am re-uploading this video because I had it uploaded and then I realized that there was a major error left within the video that I did not catch my first editing through and my first voiceover through, so here we go again. We're finally getting October up, and October is basically over because today is the 28th. Has your October been as crazy as my October? Because that is just a sampling of how crazy my month has been, guys. But anyway, in our bullet journal this month, we are doing a Halloween theme, as cutesy and tattoo flashy as I could get it. You see the helping hands of my daughter here on the screen. She would like to color, and I told her, go ahead, let's color. And she wants to help me out more because she is a lot more interested in bullet journaling now than she was a couple years ago when I tried to get her a bullet journal. And so she, like me, is kind of scattered, and I know she's listening to this, but you know what, you got an ADHD mom and it just kind of goes with the territory, right? Scatterbrain is it. So that's I've said it before, my bullet journal is a way for me to stay on task and up to what I need to do and everything, and it's kind of bad since I have not been having enough time to get into my bullet journal. But it's fine because the things that make me unable to get into my bullet journal are the kind of things that bullet journal is here for, like school. I have a lot of school stuff in my bullet journal right now, and work. I have a lot of work stuff in my bullet journal, and also pre-work stuff for my new career path. That I will explain how some of those pages are going to come in later. But right now we are almost done with our main pumpkin of our spread. I literally went to Pinterest and just typed in how to draw a pumpkin, and I found the one that I liked the best. My daughter says it's a little bit weird because I think the angle is a little off. It was supposed to be more of a full pumpkin, and the little bumps in the back next to the stem that we added on at the last minute, she thinks they look a little weird. So I mean, hey, we got a little pumpkin butt. It's okay. Corgi butts are cute. Pumpkin butts are cute. If I could have made the pumpkin look a little bit more, my intention was to kind of make it look a little bit like the Halloween Town pumpkin, but I just could not figure out how to make my focal point look like it was just one flame in there without it making it look like there was a ton of flames coming out of all the different cuttings. So it looks cute. I like it. Like I said, my daughter thinks it looks a little bit weird, but I like it. It's just fine. I like my pumpkin. I usually draw pumpkins on the whiteboards at work for all my patients, and since I don't have whiteboards now to draw pumpkins on for my patients, this is my first pumpkin I'm drawing of the season. Not the last, because I still used to draw pumpkins for Thanksgiving, and so let's see if we'll do any pumpkin drawings for Thanksgiving. But anyway, I have gone ahead and added in my spider webs for October, and I tried to throw some spider webs in. I didn't film as many of the spider webs that I put in, but now there's a lot of more spider webs in the blank spaces because I wasn't sure how much of the blank space I would end up using for my notes. Since the last couple months, you guys saw with my Harry Potter spreads, I made some decorative spaces, and I ended up writing within those decorative spaces on a lot of the days. And because of the decorative spaces being how they were, like you guys can see to the left side, those decorative spaces are kind of hard to write on. So I tried to leave a lot of open space so that I could have the space to create, if that makes sense. Sorry if I'm like blowing into the microphone. This is a new headset and new microphone that my husband got me to try out, and yeah, this is its maiden voyage, guys. Well, second voyage, since the maiden voyage was the scrapped video. But anyway, we are on the calendar spread. I guess I didn't film the calendar spread all the way through, but my boxes are 6x6 this month, and I made both sides 6x6. I know some months my right side that only has 3 days on it usually is a 7x6, but I decided to just go ahead and make both sides 6x6. That way, as you can see, we are able to add little not candy canes. Gosh, we're not there yet. Candy corn, because I like candy corn, and I like those little candy pumpkins too. The little candy corn pumpkins. Those are one of my favorite candies, I think, at least for the season. And also the candies that are the green apple and caramel sucker. Those are delicious, and if anybody has had that apple oat milk macchiato from Starbucks, tell me that I'm not the only one that thinks that tastes like that sucker. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so here we are on the calendar, and my daughter is currently putting in my little number boxes. I don't know exactly what they're supposed to be called, but I'm calling them number boxes. And you guys saw in the beginning I had to correct her a little bit because she just tried to give me a little triangle, and I kindly explained to her that my writing is too fat to fit within that little tiny triangle. So I had to show her the type of dot that I wanted, and I just let her kind of go with it. You guys can see that I am letting her do a lot of stuff in here. I am not letting her do the things that can be easily messed up, because if it's going to be messed up, I want to be the one that messes it up. Because she tends to look through my bullet journal, and she tends to see the spots that she's helped and that she feels like she messed up. So in the future, I think a lot of the littler lines I'm going to try to do by myself, because I don't want her to look at the journal and only see the spots where she feels like she messed up at, if that makes sense. But when she gets her own bullet journal, she will have her own lines to do. A lot. So she did the spider webs on this page. I did the spider webs on the first page because I did show her how to do the spider webs on the first page. And these spider webs, I didn't follow a template. I followed my tattoo, because my tattoo on my wrist, if you guys have seen my tattoo on my wrist, it's a spider web tattoo, but it is a My Chemical Romance tattoo, and it is one of the earlier kind of flashes that they only had for like a minute. And it's what I went off of, and I drew the spiderweb for that, and so I, throughout the years, like drawing spiderwebs. The second feature right here that I'm going to be doing, I did not let my daughter do this one because, again, I wanted to make sure that, she didn't mess up and she didn't look at that later. This is another thing, though, that I've also drawn throughout the years, and this is one of the logo pieces for the band Horror Pops, and that is also a tattoo that I have. So this is the bone pop that is basically most of their logo. They have a crossbone with the bone pops, and they have the Skullette girl. So I have probably drawn this since I was 13. I have drawn the spiderweb, as you can see on my arm right there in this shot, since I was 13 as well, since that's when I got that tattoo of My Chemical Romance. It says MCR, if any of you guys are wondering exactly what the lettering inside says, and are now connecting it with My Chemical Romance, which I really wish I could have gone to the When We Were Young festival. I have nurses that I know that have gone, and I have told them how lucky they are to have gone. But then I also did look at the lineup, and the lineup feels very Warped Tour, that you're running from stage to stage. Guys, that gave me nostalgia vibes so much. I would have totally run stage to stage, but a lot of the bands that I like were overlapping. And it was so cool that Horror Pops got to end out the night at 11:55, or it was like 10:55 to 11:55 or something like that. But they got to end out the night on the checkered stage, and oh, I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of that little group of dames because if you guys did not know, Horror Pops are from Copenhagen, Denmark. And of course, My Chemical Romance and AFI, and who else was there? Taking Back Sunday, Seosin, all the good ones. It was work for vibes, guys. Speaking of my chem on this page, this little ghostie is my Gerard ghostie. So I have now, when I drew this was the last couple days of September, and then the images from the world tour that my chem is doing right now came out, and one of the images of Gerard with ghosty hands, he was wearing a ghost costume. And Kita, it's okay, it's just the mailman. Sorry, she's barking at the mailman. Anyway, there was the image of him coming out with his ghost costume, and he had little white gloves on and everything. So now my ghostie has little gloves, and he is my Gerard ghost now. I of course did not get to film that because that was a little added detail later, midway through October later, guys. So my YouTube page is the exact same YouTube page that I have been doing on my last couple spreads. That will be a definite permanent fixture in my bullet journal. It has been now for a couple months, and it will continue to be, because I like the big boxes. I can add enough information, and I feel like it fits just fine. And I still have my digital record and log of my YouTube videos and ideas, and I still have my long-term goals main idea page for my videos and logs and all that. So I do like keeping the one in my bullet journal, as I'm bringing a lot of stuff back into my daily bullet journal instead of in separate bullet journals, which I have another section coming up that you'll see. That is going to be another permanent fixture within my bullet journal. And you guys know I'm still trying to figure everything out and figure out what works for me. This garden page, I named it Poison Plant Guides this month. Guys, last month you guys know that I did the Umbridge's garden club, because I feel like Umbridge would allow a gardening club. And this month it was poison plants, and I tried to make the whole theme kind of fit within the October and Samhain theme. So my meals don't equal offerings, or meals aren't the same as offerings, or to make sure that I had my meals logged, but I was going to just name it offerings. And you guys saw that I erased the original wording of how I had it, offerings and meals. So I decided to make it just meals don't equal offerings. And actually, right now I am brainstorming for my own Samhain offerings for my ancestor altar that I'm trying to do for the first year. Wish me luck. If you guys want to see a kind of interesting vlog about how I do it, let me know in the comments. I've been trying to vlog the Sabbaths and what I've been doing for the Sabbaths, and it has not been as easy as I thought it would, because with this new schedule, I don't have time to plan. And that is my downfall. But I have a good couple days of PTO coming up for my school, so hopefully I'll be able to use that time to also work on content creation. We are doing our habits page, and like I said, I am going to be bringing my habits back into my monthly. I think I said this last month, that I like my habits page in the front of the bullet journal. If you guys want to see my current habits log, go ahead and check out my setup of this Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. I will link it above. But right now my habits are all in the front of my bullet journal, and sometimes I don't get into my habits. I was actually talking with a coworker about this, and she was so amazed that I'm a bullet journaler and that I have that type of dedication to bullet journaling, and I had to bring her down to earth real quick and show her my halfway completed logs, because I am absolutely not perfect. absolutely not perfect at all. Okay, so my week 1 and week 2, I went ahead and did a mini week 1 and week 2 because I was running out of pages. Exactly, I was running out of pages. So in my weeklies, this is the same style of weeklies that I've been doing now for at least 3 months, maybe 4 months now. And it gives me enough room to write stuff. And like I said, I did not put the decorativeness onto this that's not a word. But I didn't put the decoration on the page yet at this point of filming. But now that I have my tasks and everything written in, I was able to go ahead and throw some spider webs into some blank areas. So some weeks, those both are not the right words I was looking for. Days. That was the word I was looking for. Don't worry. I called, what did I call water the other day? Something that most definitely was not water, and a coworker was standing next to me, and they're like, did I just hear that correctly? Yes, you did. Because my brain is just full of a lot of stuff right now, and my brain can't think normal things. It's fun. It's fun, guys. But anyway, yeah, so, now that I have my tasks, my journal looks a little bit different now because it's a little bit more filled in, and it works because I have enough space to write it. I can time block it when I need to time block. I do end up coming back to time blocking a lot, and like I said, when I had the decorativeness on there, I was struggling to be able to write on top of it. So I do have a set of paint pens in my wish list on jetpens.com. I want to say I have it on, and well, my shopping cart is my wish list. And yes, I don't know if I will get them, but I would like to get a set of paint pens. I'd love to get the Archer and Olive set of paint pens. Go big or go home, you know, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, so since we are almost at the end of our weeklies, I think I should go ahead and mention that in my new bullet journal, which this is the end of this bullet journal, guys. October's the end, there's no more pages. For my new bullet journal, I am going to be doing a little bit more of a dashboard page in the front of it. I know I have some dashboards, but I'm going to tweak the dashboards so that they can work for my school and for this career that I am training for right now. So I'll have a couple of those, and you guys will see those dashboards, of course, when I go to set up this next bullet journal, which will be next month's video. And then this page that I'm working on right here is a page. That was my husband sneezing in the background, guys. I'm sorry. This page right here that I'm working on, this is a little mini Book of Shadows page. So my little mini BOS. I tend to just throw in a lot of information on my manifestation page. So this month, I'm going to have to wait till I flip the page to see, because I don't have my bullet journal with me right now. It's in the other room, of course. But I tend to write a lot of stuff in my manifestation pages that are just general information that I need to go ahead and stick in my Book of Shadows. Since I'm still working on my Book of Shadows, there are a lot of months. Oh yeah, see, I don't have my manifestation page. That took the place of my manifestation page for this month. But like I was saying, I tend to throw a lot of stuff on my manifestation page that I should be throwing in my Book of Shadows, and then I forget where it is at, and then I have to go through it to go ahead and put it in my Book of Shadows. I have a good amount of stuff in my Book of Shadows that I'm able to still go back and cross-reference, but I wanted it to have an actual page. So I do think that actual page will be within every month. I will have a mini Book of Shadows page. I will have my habits log back. I will have my gardening log. I will have my YouTube log. There's a lot of logs that will be in the next bullet journal, but they are logs that I am deeming necessary, and I'm going to figure out how to integrate my meals back into my dailies, because it's a lot easier for me to put my meals in my dailies. Even though now I'm using the chronometer app, I might end up not putting my meals in my dailies if I don't have the space, because I am on my chronometer app. The chronometer. It's an app like MyFitnessPal, but I got it for school, and that's what I'm using with my future clients. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, let me know. I'll make a video about that, and maybe I'll throw it into my school video. Who knows? But yeah, there's a couple more things that I can't remember at the moment that I wanted to say about my bullet journal, but I will remember them for the next video. So right now I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I know this video is late, and like most of my videos lately have been late, but you guys are understanding about mom life, work life, school life, and I love you all for doing so. I want to thank you all again for being here. Hit the like button if you have not yet. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would do so. Majority of my watchers are not subscribed. But to my 55 subscribers, I love you all for being here. And to everybody else that's here just watching, I love you all for being here as well. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!